Today for Academic Earth Week, we will discover 2 ways to use simple bird characteristics to identify how they live and what they eat. We're going to focus on identifying their feet and their beaks to help us. Our video today was pieced together by 2 existing videos you can find using the information provided below. The information and images were reformatted to fit the parameters of this lesson. Let's get started by looking at the base of the bird, its feet. We begin with the perching foot, which is the most common for birds. The perching foot has 3 toes forward and 1 small toe on the back. This foot is delicate, but precisely created to form a strong grip on a branch where a bird might perch or build a home. This foot can be found on chickens, songbirds, and turkeys, among others. Next, we move on to the climbing foot, which at this time has 2 toes forward as well as 2 equally sized toes rotated back. This structure helps the bird grip the branches or bark on the side of the tree. Woodpeckers and parrots are 2 examples. They use this climbing foot to hold onto the tree vertically in pursuit of building a home or finding food. Third, we have the gripping foot, most commonly found on birds of prey. This foot structure is bigger, stronger, and has long talons on them so they can easily catch and grab their prey, which consists of small animals and rodents. Next up, we have the running foot, which has 2 large toes pointing forward, most similar to the human structure among birds. Emus and ostriches are extremely fast runners and use this foot structure to move quickly on land. Finally, we have the swimming foot, which are specifically adapted for birds who are often exposed to water. This type of foot is built in 2 ways, with either an extra layer of skin on each toe or by having a flap of skin link the toes together to make a web. We see this foot on ducks, penguins, and seagulls. Now, let's shift our focus to the bird's beak, which also tells us tons about what they eat. The shape of a bird's beak depends on what type of food they eat. Birds don't chew their food, as they don't have any teeth to chew it with. Therefore, they really need to rely on the way their beak is structured to help them. Their beak can be used to bite, crush, tear, sift, probe, or even chisel to find and easily eat their food. First, we talk about birds with curved beaks, which have a long curve on top and often found on tropical birds who need assistance biting into fruits or cracking tree nuts. Now, let's talk about the crushing beak, which is common for songbirds and fowl that you find in the city. These short, hard beaks are great for digging up grains and seeds and crushing the hard exterior of those seeds to get the nutrients inside. The piercing or tearing beaks bring us to the birds of prey, who need strong, sharp, and curved or angled beaks to eat small animals. In order to get the nutrients in the meat underneath the skin and fur, a raptor's beak needs to be strong and sharp so it can make way for the good stuff inside. Next, we have the sifting beak, which is another adaptation made for birds who live near water. This beak is soft, wide, and has holes on both sides. When this type of bird eats, it sifts through the mud and water and then pushes or sifts everything but the food out of those special holes in its beak. Talk about quality by design, am I right? Now let's move on to the probing beaks, which are used only for small birds like the hummingbird to reach deep inside a flower to drink. It's sweet, sweet nectar. Think of it like a great big straw to suck up the sticky liquid nutrients that the flower is hiding inside. Finally, let's talk about the chisel beaks, which is often found on birds with climbing feet. These beaks are strong, long, and straight, which serves 2 purposes. First, it helps the birds build holes in the side of the tree to build a home. This also helps them puncture the outside of the tree in order to eat the insects that are hiding inside. If you listen carefully, sometimes you hear these birds packing away outside your window. That's all for now, and thank you for showing scholarship and learning something new. Keep an eye out for birds you can see and use these facts to help you identify them. Also, find out more and visit or subscribe to the links below on YouTube. Keep learning, scholars.